It was Christmas Eve, and Mike had returned to the sheds at Alsborough after pulling his last Santa Grotto train for the day. Mike enjoyed his day so much that he began to sing Christmas carols.
Oh, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh.
Rex and Bert admired his spirit, but did think he could sometimes enjoy it all a bit too much. But Jock didn't seem to mind. Mike sure gets into the Christmas spirit very well. He's like this every year. Well, every year since it happened. Before that, he never liked Christmas. I never knew that. I thought Mike was always the Christmas engine around here. Well, young Jock, all of Mike's spirit came about because he claims that he actually met Father Christmas. I did meet him, Rex, I did. Sure you did. Have you met the Easter Bunny too? Typical Rex, always teasing me. Please tell us the story, Mike. Well, at least there's one engine who's interested in this story rather than just teasing me. It was like this, Jock, replied Mike, and this was the story. Early in the morning, Rex, Mike and Bert were getting ready for another hard day's work. They saw their crews with boxes outside the shed. What are they? Christmas lights! Today is Farmer Clyde's annual Santa Grotto event, and we're going to be decorating you lot for the occasion. We'll be taking passengers to the top station on the special services from here. There'll be lights, decorations, carolers, reindeers, and even Father Christmas. We'll probably hear children singing carols along the way too. This made Rex and Bert very excited. However, that sounds like a load of rubbish if you ask me. Don't be like that, Mike. Why shouldn't I? The passengers thought we were useful after that wool run. Now all they'll be thinking is that we're reindeer on rails. Then they'll go back saying we are a toy railway or how cute we look. Ugh. We are still useful, Mike, but there's nothing wrong with a bit of festive fun. Well, you're not putting those lights on me. If you do, I won't go. So that is what they did. Before Rex, Mike and Bert came to the island of Sodor, their old railway in England never had Santa Grotto events. They never even celebrated Christmas at all. Rex and Bert were very excited, but Mike was not used to change. The goods work had been quiet during the month, so the small controller had put Mike on passenger runs instead. Mike didn't like it one bit, of course. The passengers, though, were singing carols to pass the time. Mike found it very annoying. Oh, why can't they stop with those dreaded jingle bells? Those silly 12 presents. And why can't they stop wishing me a Merry Christmas? Oh, at last. We still got more to take, Mike. By the afternoon, Mike went to rest in his shed while his driver went to the station hut for lunch. At last, a break away from that wretched Christmas singing. But then...
We wish you a Merry Christmas, we wish you a Merry Christmas, we wish you a Merry Christmas.
Where did they come from? He gasped.
Good tidings we bring to you and your king.
Mike tried to whistle, but he couldn't without his driver. He was so annoyed that they disrupted his sleep. When the carolers eventually left, Mike finally began to rest. But, come on Mike, we've got more trains yet. But I was just getting some rest. Sorry Mike, but we have to keep on schedule. Oh, those carolers! As he pulled into a station, he saw other carolers singing to the passengers. Later, it was time for Mike to leave. Out of my way! His driver pulled the whistle loud and long. The cow finally moved, but the carolers were rather upset at being disrupted. But Mike didn't seem to care. At last, some peace. If they can force a Merry Christmas on me, then I can give it back too. Then they'll see how much they like it. Come on, driver, let's give them some Christmas spirit by blowing my whistle at the last station. I'm surprised to see you in a jovial mood, but okay. Driver! Stop! 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 Oh no. The small controller received the message and came to the top station at once. He then asked Mike what was going on. Mike explained everything. His driver was disappointed, and here I thought you were finally getting into the Christmas spirit. The small controller was furious. I am ashamed of you, Mike. You've ruined everything for our guests. As soon as you pull into the first station, I want you to go to your shed immediately. Rex will look after your trays from now on. Maybe everyone should understand that they shouldn't be forcing Christmas down my funnel. Quit your complaining, replied his driver crossly. Oh, so my feelings don't matter, eh? Ha! At least I can finally have that peace and quiet. No more infernal singing, no more awful decorations, and no more season's greetings. Those passengers should thank me rather than being cross. Now that's not nice, said an unfamiliar voice. Who said that? Me. Oh, beg pardon, sir, but who are you? My name is Chris, and you are Mike. You saw my nameplate. No, I simply know many names, and I even know what you did today, Mike. It was wrong, selfish, and mean-spirited. All things that go against the very meaning of Christmas. But Christmas is nothing more than another work day for me, just like on my old railway. I don't like everyone pushing Christmas messages down my funnel or singing those silly songs. I hate it. Why don't they just leave me alone? I understand where you are coming from, Mike, but it doesn't mean you have to destroy Christmas for everybody else. Perhaps if you give it a second chance, maybe you might think differently. I guess you're right. Thank you, Chris. Chris? Chris, where are you? It's like he vanished into thin air. As the day wore on, Mike was thinking about Chris's words. He then began to think about what he had done earlier too. I guess what I did was wrong. Later, Rex and Bert arrived back in the shed after doing all their jobs. They too had heard what Mike had done and were very cross about it. But Mike soon explained everything and what Chris had said to him as well. I'm at fault. I was so fed up with this holiday that I didn't think about others and went over the top by being silly. I'm truly sorry, you two. Honestly. Rex and Bert could see that Mike was indeed apologetic. Don't just apologize to them, replied the small controller. The passengers, as well as Farmer Clyde, weren't pleased by your act today, Mike. It's lucky for you that no serious damage was done. Seeing as you are being apologetic, you can go apologize to the passengers and Farmer Clyde when you take the first Grotto train tomorrow morning. Yes, sir. I will, sir. As Mike pulled into Bridge Street Station the next day, the passengers were quiet. They were most displeased from yesterday. Mike took in a big breath, and then he began to sing carols.
We wish you a Merry Christmas, we wish you a Merry Christmas, we wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Good tidings we bring to you and your kin. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
The passengers were surprised but pleased. They all clapped and cheered. I apologise for my silly antics yesterday. I hope I haven't dampened your Christmas spirit. We forgive you, replied the passengers, and they climbed aboard Mike's train. Mike then felt a tingly feeling inside his firebox. He couldn't understand what it was, but his driver chuckled. Looks like you're getting into the spirit of Christmas, Mike. This made Mike very happy. Everywhere Mike went, he apologized, he sang to everyone, and he wished everyone a Merry Christmas at each station along the line. Even to Farmer Clyde. Every Christmas Eve, an engine gets to take Father Christmas to Bridge Street Station to conclude the Grotto event. This year, Mike volunteered to take him.
I've greatly enjoyed my visit here at the Arsdale Miniature Railway. I've got all your wishes with me to take back to the North Pole, just in time to get ready to deliver your presents tonight for you all. Thank you, good night, and Merry Christmas!
Merry Christmas! Cheered the passengers as Father Christmas climbed on board and Mike puffed away.
It's nice to see you in the Christmas spirit at last, Mike.
Oh, it's great fun. I used to find Christmas rubbish. But after seeing the festivities and singing those lovely songs, I can't help it. I love this time of the year now. It's all thanks to Chris. I must give him a gracious thank you when I get back.
I'm sure right now he would appreciate your thanks.
Why's that?
But Father Christmas didn't say another word. There's no one here.
Inside the coach was nothing but a present. Mike was very disappointed, but his driver was smiling after reading the note that was with the present.
It looks like you're off Santa's naughty list, he chuckled.
What are you talking about, driver? And his driver showed him the note. Dear Mike, thank you for finally giving Christmas a second chance. As a reward, I want to give you a present, but you have to wait until the 25th to see what it is. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year, signed Santa Chris Claus.
That was a splendid story. Now tell us the story about the time you met the Tooth Fairy.
Ooh.
Ho, ho, ho! Merry Christmas, Mike!
Mike looked towards Rex, and judging by his shocked reaction, I think it's safe to say that Rex doesn't consider Mike's story quite so rubbish anymore.
fall. Winter is our favorite season of all. With frost on the windows and a chill in the air, Christmas is the time to heed the call.